Okay, so in the A cage, we start with the A shaped 5 root 3. We go to the D shape, root 4 6. And then we go to the E shape for the 2 5 7. Like that. And I'll just play those 9 notes. Okay, so we're going to start it here at the A shape, to the D shape, to the E shape. Okay, does that sound right? Okay, close enough. So that's why we have the tripentatonic shapes there. So additionally, I have the modal, the whole modal scale, which is like that would be here. So we have the root, we have the second minor, the third minor, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth minor, seventh half diminished, and root again in all the shapes. So it's easier to see in the key of C that we got C, D minor, E minor. But these are shapes now, and we're defining D minor as a shape. So D minor is going to be in second inversion. Most people recognize D minor in second inversion on the top 3 strings, or I used to. Like that. And where is it? Where is D minor? It is 6, 2, 4. Now notice the 4 is blackened. Don't let that fool you, because the 4 is blackened so that we can see the pentatonic shapes of the root. This whole thing is in root pentatonic. So if we went to the fourth pentatonic, if we wanted to have an easier time of it, we can just substitute this E shape right here. I'm going to circle it out. We can substitute, we'll get a little bit thicker. Alright, a little brighter of a color like yellow or something. We can substitute this for this E-shaped 4. We can go over here to the E box and we can substitute this E-shaped root. So here's our pentatonic that we would substitute. Root, this is a local root now, temporary substitution root, the 4th, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2. Okay, and then similarly, I'm just buying time when I kind of slur over a word like that, right? For the G shape, okay, now the G shape has the same kind of pentatonic scale, but wait a minute, the G shape has a darkened 7. So in the root key, we don't play the 7 or the 4, or we'd get this. We're not going to play that. Our pentatonic in the root key is just, and all the things that follow it. Okay, and those are all pentatonic inversions in the root chord. So if we start, doesn't matter if you got the capo on or not, because I like to do my D down lower. As you know, this C box over here goes to the D box if you're going to the left. Okay, if you're going this way, the C box goes to the D box like that. Okay, so I can play my D down here, and if I play a D pentatonic like this, 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, That's the first inversion of the pentatonic here for the root. Now I can do the root pentatonic up here. Root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2. Okay, the first inversion of this, it was up here actually that I played. The first inversion of that starts on the 2, and we would do that in the D. Then, well, let's try that one more time. Okay, so it sounds a little different. See, it starts and ends kind of on almost, ended on that E note, so it kind of took on a different sound, but that's not the raw sound of the Dorian or the Phrygian pentatonics. The raw sounds are just all white keys. Start, say, from the first octave. Dorian would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Phrygian 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and of course Lydian would be 4, 5, 6, root 2. We use that. We use the Mixolydian. Now again, the raw Mixolydian pentatonic is also equal to, you know, the what we would call the almost the root pentatonic. It's in, you know, it sounds good. It's a major pentatonic, and it can be substituted, and so can the 4th and the 5th. All right, I guess there's no terminology for that. There's kind of like an aliasing, an aliasing there. But in the minors, of course, when we play, there's 2 ways to play the A minor pentatonic. You can go, you could just start at the A minor and follow the C pentatonic. Okay. Let's look at where we played on the keyboard, on the fretboard here. So that was in the G box, starting from the 6. Okay, because A is the 6 in the key of C, so it was 6 root 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2, 3, 5, 6 root there. Okay, so that follows the parent pentatonic, and similarly the 2 follows the if you want to play a true Dorian pentatonic, a good sounding one, you want to follow the pentatonic of the 4th. So we have to do the substitution for the 4th, which is the root substitution right there. Okay, and then we would maybe start at the 2 there, and that would be our Dorian, you know, our Dorian right there, our true Dorian there. So it would go 2, 3, 5, 6, root. Okay, that's the way we would normally play it when we're doing a substitution. And indeed, if you follow that rule, you will get to the Dorian shape. Now in the E box, well, let's look over here for a minute. The Dorian is G minor shaped, okay, because you're going up a pentatonic scale from the E shape major root to the G minor shaped 2nd minor. Over here in the E box, if we follow the pentatonic scale right there as a substitution, we're going to get this thing up here shaped. We're going to get a G minor shaped, there's our G minor shaped Dorian right there. Okay, now is that going to play out? I'm not sure. We should get that if we're playing the root as a substitution. Alright, so if we're substituting it over here, Okay, let's just simplify it and zoom in a second over here. So in the E box here, if we have an E root, 5 root 3, okay, we go up one pentatonic for that G minor shape, and there it is. It's 2, 4, 6 for the G minor shape. Don't worry about that these are blackened now, because we're taking from the 4th anyway, you know. So that's, we're substituting in the 4th there. We're not really even substituting it yet right there, because if we do a substitution, we should see all white notes in the pentatonic. So right now we're just looking for the G minor shape, tritonic 2, 4, 6. There's our G minor in root position, and that's normal. So I've done a lot of classes on that. And for the E over here, here's our G minor right there in the E shape again. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6 like that. You just, now the question is, if we want to follow that, you know, we can follow it just by numbers. 2, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, right there. There's another way to do it, and that is, there's two other ways to do it. One is to just use the string shapes for the minors, but do the substitution. So let's do that. All right, so if we're going to do the substitution, we want to substitute into the root for the E, the A shape. Now we're going to substitute the A shape. So let's look at the A shape. We're going to run the A shape here. Okay. Now we do the minors for the A shape, which would be 6 root 3. Now you see that big old G minor right there? 6 root 3, 6 root 3, 6. Same thing. So we killed two birds with one stone there. You can look at it as string shapes. So let's advance a little bit. We did look at it, things like this, where we have right here for the minors now. So the minors is just going to be in the E string shape root, and the C string shape just the third, the G string shape 6th root, D is third, and this is for the root chord. So this would be for in the key of C, it'd be for the A minor. It'd be the minor 6th. Count root 3, 6 of the root key. To get the other minors, you substitute in the 4th. Now that 4th, that 1, 4 right here, this 1, 4 means the 4th major. Okay? Major. And this 1, 5 means the 5th major. If I'm doing a minor, you'll see it in small letters here. This is 6 minor. This is 3 minor. So here for 3 minor we sub the 5, the 5 major shape. So this is a big V, there's a big V there. That means 5. Okay.